Hello my friends and welcome back to Three-Legged Dog Yoga. Today's class is an awaken class, so it is designed to just bring some heat to the body, a little bit of fire in the morning or the afternoon whenever you're doing this. Just gonna really wake up the entire body. So we're not gonna do anything too crazy, but it is nice and quick, nice and short. About the same time it would take you to make a cup of coffee, so maybe if you want to lay off the caffeine and try something new, then hop on your mat and let's get to it. Let's begin today at the top of the mat. Standing in Tadasana. So feet are hips distance, slight bend in the knee, core is gently engaged, shoulders are rolled up and back, and hands face forward. Closing the eyes here, let's just start to move inwards, bringing some focus to the breath. Nice big inhales. And nice big exhales. Maybe sighing it out a few times. And just starting to move with the breath. Let's gently opening the eyes. Inhale the arms up nice and high. Exhale, we fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Awesome, moving through a few more half sun salutations. With the breath, let's inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold. And inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, hands through heart center. One more like that. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, come all the way up through center. Hands come through heart center. Awesome. Let's inhale the arms back up. We're going to clasp the left wrist with the right hand. Reach those arms up. Send those hips over to the left. Coming into a side stretch to our right side. So making sure that left shoulder stays nice and stacked. We're not collapsing forward. Giving a nice soft bend in those knees. Keeping the breath nice and bright and keeping that core engaged. And then inhale, come back through center. We'll switch the clasp on the hands. And then exhale, send those hips out to the right side. Once again, keeping that shoulder nice and stacked. So that right arm, so that right shoulder, the right arm is not falling forward at all. Keeping it nice and engaged. Top of the ribs are lifting up towards the ceiling. And then inhale, come back through center. Exhale, release. Shake the arms out. And then we'll bring our hands to our sacrum, so to the lower back. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and back, shine that heart out. Keep the glutes nice and relaxed. We're not engaging here. This is just an upper body mini back bend. So we're really just reaching our shoulders behind us, almost as if we're trying to make our shoulders touch, and then reaching that chest up towards the sky. Keeping that chin tucked, keeping the neck nice and relaxed. A few big deep breaths here. And then exhale, release, give it all a shake out. Awesome. Let's take a big step back with that right foot, pivot on the feet. Let's bring our hands to our hips, take a big inhale, roll the shoulders up and back, and then exhale, hinge forward. We'll bring our hands down in front of us. Doesn't matter if you can't reach entirely, they're just going to be there as a guide, and then we'll just start moving. So just inhaling and exhaling, nice slow movements. One side and bending through each knee. See if you can come down just a little bit deeper each time. And working with the breath here. Just starting to wake up those legs, but with control and with the support of the hands. And last one here. And then we'll just find some stillness, just take a pause, maybe planting the hands, giving a nice gentle bend in those knees. And then on the inhale, bring our hands to our hips and slowly make our way up to standing. Pivot on that right foot, bend through the knee, and inhale those arms out nice and wide for warrior two, facing the back of our mat here. Shoulders are rolled up and back, and our gaze is over that drishti, over that middle finger, that front middle finger. Check in with that front knee, make sure you can still see the big toe, and press that left knife edge of the foot down to the mat. Inhale, straighten that front leg, reach forward with the right arm, and then we'll come down through our triangle. So again, stacking those shoulders just as we did in our side bend. Keeping it nice and tall here. Not worrying about how far that right hand gets down, just trying to keep the integrity in the upper part of this pose. So we're staying up nice and strong here. And then as we inhale, bend back through that front knee, come through our warrior two, and then we'll drop our right arm down to our knee, left arm comes up and over for our extended side angle. So if this is enough, stay here. You're always welcome to straighten that right arm, bring it down to the floor if that's in your practice. And if you're keeping the elbow on the knee, try not to dump into it. Keeping a nice, strong core here that's keeping us lifted, and we're pressing through that right foot. Reaching that left arm overhead. And then inhale, come back through center, pivot the feet, and we'll exhale, hands back to our hips, and hinge forward once again. This time let's reach for those big toes. Take an inhale, look up, and then exhale, drop the head down. Just relaxing into this forward fold. Knees stay slightly bent. We're keeping the glutes just gently engaged here, keeping the hamstrings nice and safe. And just breathing into this, letting gravity do its job here. And then on the inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, bring those hands to the hips. Wait for the inhale, we'll come all the way up. And we'll pivot on the left foot, coming through our warrior two on the opposite side. Awesome. Once again, that drishti, that focus comes over that left middle finger. Giving a nice strong base here, really squeezing those thighs together as if to bring us lift. Keeping the breath nice and big here. One more breath. And then as we inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, reach forward and drop that left arm. Bringing that right arm up overhead for triangle on the opposite side. So once again, trying to keep that upper body lifted and engaged. Keeping those shoulders stacked, gazing up towards the ceiling. If it's uncomfortable for the neck up towards the ceiling, just bring the gaze down a bit. That's totally fine. And on the inhale, float the arms back up, bend into that left knee, drop that left arm and bring that right arm overhead for extended side angle on the left side. Once again, keeping integrity in that upper body. We're not dumping in through that left elbow. Really pressing up through that left foot, squeezing those thighs, squeezing that groin, those groin muscles. And then inhale, come back all the way up through center, hands to hips. And once again, pivot on the feet. This time we'll heel toe the feet a little bit closer and we'll keep the toes pointed out to the top corners of our mat. Take a big inhale, stand up nice and tall. And then on the exhale, we bend into the knees for goddess. Inhaling the arms out nice and wide. And we'll pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Just staying here a few breaths, really feeling into those legs, feeling that fire, and then inhale, stand up, step the feet in, we'll heel toe them a little bit closer, and drop the hips down for Malasana for yogi squat. Might need to shuffle the hips in just a little bit once you're there. Pressing those hands together, elbows are pressed just below the knees. Bringing that lift in the upper body. Nice big deep breaths, really controlling the breath here. And then as we exhale, we'll just shuffle back onto our hips, bring the feet up for Navasana, boat pose. If you can reach the full expression, I'm not going to do that because 1, I can't, and 2, you wouldn't be able to see me. So we'll stay here. If you have the full expression in your practice, by all means go there. And then exhale, we'll just bring the feet down to the mat, cross-legged, or however you please. Sit up nice and tall. And then on your next inhale, let's reach the arms up nice and high. And exhale, we'll twist to our left side, reaching back with that left shoulder. The head can look over that left shoulder if that's comfortable for you. If not, just keep the gaze somewhere in the middle. And then on the exhale, release the twist. Wait for your next inhale, arms come up. And exhale, switch sides. So same thing, opposite side. Right shoulder rolls up and back. I'm finding a nice comfortable spot to gaze. Keeping that left sit bone pressed down to the floor. Exhale, release the twist, come back through center. Let's just close our practice today with one nice big sigh. So exhale all the air out. Big inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today. That is our practice. I hope you feel a little bit more alive, and I hope this was a good replacement for a cup of coffee. We'll see you next time.